Hey everyone, this is Larry from WSTrades.com. I got a request to do an update on ticker symbol PIXY, and I still feel the same way that I did about, all my other videos. I think it's a pump and dump. I think the company's trash. Well, I'll go over price action in a second. We'll pull up they got a few news stories, a few filings. Well, first off, they got hit with a letter from NASDAQ again that they're not in compliance with listing, so they have 45 days to prove that they can be in compliance, or more than likely try and do a reverse split. But you'll see in a second. I'll pull up the letter that they sent to NASDAQ. So here's a newsletter. Apparently they started doing IPOs for certain things, pulled out of two of the IPOs, or SPACs. So they actually went ahead with one, and that's IHC, or Industrial Human Capital, ticker symbol AXH, and I pulled them up earlier. I think they're up like $1 since the IPO. It hasn't been trading very long, but so now you know that they started an IPO with a different ticker, different company, but they're the sole owners of it. And they pulled out of two, stayed in one, and then here's a letter that they sent to NASDAQ. I believe it was was this filing S3, I believe. And this is the part that would worry me if I even was remotely considering getting into them. And I might be able to pull up their financials in a second, but this is the part that I'm like, nah, I'm getting out of here. There was part of this letter that it sounded like they're going to do another offering to try and raise, I believe it was $2 or $12 million. I'm not sure. I'm not real good at reading this legalese stuff in these filings, but it seems like they're going to do another offering, and then more than likely a split. But this is the part that would keep me away from this. So this is the letter that they filed, this S3. It says, risk relating to our business. There is no guarantee that our current cash position, expected revenue growth, and anticipated financial transactions will be sufficient to fund our operations for the next 12 months. Our sponsorship of HIC, which is that SPAC that I showed you guys from the news article, requires sufficient capital development, entails certain risks, and may not be successful, which would likely have a material adverse effect on our future expansion, revenue, and profits. And it says, oh, here's the money right here. As of February 28th, 2022, we had cash of $3.3 million and a working capital deficit of $14.9 million. We have incurred recurring losses, which has resulted in accumulated deficit of $166.9 million as of February 28th, 2022. So they are in desperate need of money. I think they're going to do another offering and probably a split after that to try and get in compliance with NASDAQ. I don't like the company. I think they're just all over the place, trying to do too much and not really good at any of it. And, let me zoom out of this. You can see just constant downtrend, and they have these pumps where people, jump in and try and gamble with it, and then sells off, leaving a crap load of bag holders complaining about manipulation, when in reality, it's just a really crappy company. So, not trading advice, but do what you want with your money. I wouldn't touch this thing with a 10-foot pole. That being said, they did have really nice support at around 60 cents. Every time the price would come down a touch, you'd have this pump. And then last video, I believe I pointed out this triangle pattern they were trading in and said they were probably going to sell through it, which, ta-da, crappy company sold through it. Found support at around 60 cents again. And then over the past few weeks, just a slow bleed down. Right now, they're trading at 43.57 cents. And, I don't see anything good for this company. Like I said, they'll probably do an offering because even their CEO saying they don't have enough money to make it through the year. That's something I pointed out. I don't recall the website, but it goes through companies' financials. And for PIXY, They straight said they are more than likely, I think it was like a 90% chance of going bankrupt within 2 years. So again, not a great company. I'm not touching it. You do what you want, but there's just no volume in this thing. If you are expecting a pump and dump, this short squeeze, everyone just talks about short squeezes, then, this thing's going to need a lot of volume. It needs like 30 million shares just to get this thing to start to pump. And we're seeing, I don't know, not even 500,000. So definitely need some volume if you think this thing's going to pump. It's, I don't trust it. I wouldn't touch it. Reminds me of, what was that ticker I was made a few videos last week. KLDO. People talking about, oh, this thing's going to pump, short squeeze, look at the short squeeze. Ta-da, they shut down, delisted themselves, and everyone lost a crap ton of money. So, everyone's talking about, oh, I got in at 47 cents. Well, now it's trading, and I think, well, let's check it out. KLDO, like 7 cents. Yeah, 7 cents. So, they were all happy they got in at 40 cents, and this thing's going to pump. On news that they were going to delist, this thing pumped like 100%, and everyone was just gambling. And that's what I said in the video for these guys, is you're just gambling with these crappy penny stocks that, you think are going to squeeze. Look at AMC. I've been hearing about AMC going to the moon for, God, it's been 2 years now. And it just, I don't play short squeezes for, short squeeze. If I see something breaking through some sort of resistance, I'll jump in, even if it's a penny stock. Keep my position size real small, and it's more than likely a very quick just snipe. But sorry about the rant, but PIXY, I wouldn't touch it. I think they're trouble. I think they're gonna do another offering, dilute, do a reverse split, and anyone investing in this is going to end up just losing their money. So prove me wrong, get some volume in this thing, pump it up, and if you try and get involved in one of these pump and dumps, just make sure you know when you're going to get out.